Building big arms that fill the sleeves of your t-shirt consists of two main factors: developing your biceps and developing your triceps. These two muscles are responsible for the volume of your arms and decide whether you look like a superhero or a wimp. Which of these two muscles is more important? The triceps is actually the bigger muscle and adds more bulk to the arm, but both muscles should be considered equally important. With that being said, let's get to the main question of the video: how to build big arms with calisthenics. Before I start talking about the exercises, first let's go through some basic rules of building muscle. First of all, the diet. You want to be on a caloric surplus, meaning eating more calories than burning. You also want a decent amount of protein in that diet. Now as for the training, to build muscle optimally, you need to do exercises that allow you to do between 6 and 12 reps maximum. Having covered the general rules, let's get to the exercises. I'm gonna start with the triceps. One of the best bodyweight exercises using triceps are dips. Every variation of the dip uses triceps to some extent, but we need to get more specific. There are two main ways of doing dips: with the body tilted forward or kept vertical. The former engages your chest and front parts of the shoulders a lot, making it easier for the triceps. So with the goal of building that muscle, you want to choose the latter. Trying to keep your body vertical makes your triceps do most of the work. To stay in this position all the time, just squeeze your abs and keep your feet in front of you. The position of elbows is also slightly different. Instead of keeping them close to the body, you need to let them go outside, away from your waist. Another great exercise that targets your triceps is triceps extensions. It can be done on a low bar, table, or even a wall. However, the best choice is using rings, because they allow you to do the exercise with the full range of motion. Another advantage of using rings is that you can change the difficulty of the exercise by changing the height of the rings. The lower they are, the harder the exercise. Remember to set them in a way that allows you to do between 6 and 12 reps. You should keep your core tight during the exercise and focus on using only triceps to perform it. My last proposition for the triceps is diamond push-ups. This is the variation where your hands are very narrow. Ideally, your index fingers and thumbs should be touching each other, creating the shape of a diamond, thus the name of the exercise. However, if this makes the exercise too difficult, you can put them a little wider. Keep your body in a straight line throughout the whole movement. Now let's move on to the biceps. Chin-up is a great bicep exercise, especially when done slowly and in full range of motion in the upper part of the movement. This exercise is commonly considered as back exercise, and it's true. To exhaust your biceps, you need a very strong back that can outlast the biceps' endurance. This is a pretty big disadvantage, but nevertheless, chin-ups should be a part of every training plan aimed at developing huge arms. After your back muscles fail and you can no longer do chin-ups, you should isolate the biceps. This can be achieved by doing bodyweight bicep curls. They can be done on a low bar, but again, using rings is more beneficial because you can easily adjust the height and thus the difficulty of the exercise. The most important thing in this exercise is to try to move the elbows as little as possible. Ideally, they should be kept in the same place in regard to your body throughout the whole movement. This way you're sure that you're using only your biceps and not your back muscles. Doing those exercises and obeying the general rules of muscle building will definitely make your arms become massive. Let me know if you have any other favorite triceps or bicep exercises that I didn't mention in the video. See you in the next one.
If you need help with calisthenics, would like to learn skills like human flag, front lever or planche, or you're a beginner and could use a guidance, and check out my Patreon page for details. If you like my videos, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks and see you next time.